duty to support. Okay, fellow Americans, I'm so angry about these spoiled, rotten little athletes that are at the Olympics that can't find it within their patriotic duty to support this country. I don't care if you like the administration, don't like the administration, agree with the policies, don't agree with the policies. You are an athlete on the Olympic team that is there to represent the United States of America. Shut your mouth, do your job, and support this country. If you can't do that, then you're not a patriot. You shouldn't be wearing the uniform, and your bags should be packed. You should be kicked off the team immediately and sent back to the United States, and let an alternate who does love this country, who does support this country, regardless of the unrest, and let them participate. So I want to pass around and forward a petition. If you agree with this, send this to as many people as you can, post it on your page, and say, kick them off the team.
What are your thoughts, man? Appreciate you guys pulling up today. Man, these athletes, very similar to what we witnessed in the Grammys last week, these athletes, these entertainers, please just shut up and do your sport. Entertain us. Do what you worked your tail off your entire life to do. Don't go over there, discussing family business on the world stage outside of our nation. You don't do that. You don't do that. You can feel however you want to feel about the current administration, but you do not disrespect your own nation on the world stage, outside of our home, outside of our house. That was a lot of the issues that people had with Gavin Newsom, when he was, out the WEF a couple of weeks back. Hey, what happens at home stays here. We can beef. It's still us against everybody else. What's wrong with these people, man? Seriously. For the life of me, I don't understand it. Now, hey, I don't have any interest in watching any of the Winter Olympics. I didn't watch any of the Summer Games, especially after the opening ceremony that France put on. I was, nope, no thank you. And they're making it really tough for people to get behind them because they are out there discussing nation business on the world stage. Just get out there and rep the red, white, and blue. Handle your business, go get you a medal, and come on home. And you can discuss whatever beef that you have with the administration here amongst your peers, not on the world stage to grandstand, you know what I'm saying, and attempt to gaslight the people. And if you don't like the country, you can pack it up and dip. You can do that. I'm for that. I'm with this lady here. If you can't go over there and represent us the right way, come on back home and let's find somebody else that can. Seriously. No different than the people that wear the uniform. You got a job to do. And if for whatever reason you don't like what's going on in the nation and you can't stand the administration, how about you go on and get on out? You know what I'm saying? And find something else to do. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. We got a little more to get into.
I feel heartbroken about what's happened in the United States when, I'm pretty sure you're referencing ICE and some of the protests and things like that. I think that as a country, we need to focus on respecting everybody's rights and making sure that we're treating our citizens as well as anybody with love and respect. And I hope that when people look at athletes compete in the Olympics, they realize that that's the America that we're trying to represent.
It brings up mixed emotions to represent the U.S. right now, I think. It's a little hard. There's obviously a lot going on that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I think a lot of people aren't. If it aligns with my moral values, I feel like I'm representing it. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S. So yeah, I just kind of want to do it for my friends and my family and the people that support me getting here.
These people should be ashamed of themselves. They should, but they have no shame. But they should be. And the thing is, the countries that they're competing against, try to act like you're going to sneak into their country and see what happens to you. A lot of these places, hey, you could find yourself in a box 6 feet under or worse. You could find yourself in prison for long extents of time. There's not too many nations that you can just pull up and they'll just accept you and take you. Are you kidding? And they're competing against a multitude of these people. Hey, goodness gracious, this is upsetting me.
We have a bunch of spoiled idiots at the Olympics,
Facts.
embarrassing us, talking about our country in an awful way. And all the other people there from other countries would never say anything bad about their countries.
Well, some of these people, in their countries, if they do, they come up missing, and so will their families.
wouldn't. They wouldn't. And a lot of them are in fear for their lives for saying something bad. But our country, Trump's such a fascist, right? If he was a fascist, you wouldn't be saying that globally.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say that anywhere because fascists wouldn't let you say that. Fascists wouldn't let you destroy cities and towns and protests. Strip the money from those kids. I hope you lose. How dare you? You could bring us together at the Olympic Games. Instead, you just want to tear us all apart and show all the other countries how privileged you are and how you're spoiled rotten to the core.
Absolutely. She's absolutely right. And that's what they're doing. They're just grandstanding and basically showing countries or showing the people or the citizens of other nations how good we actually have it. Because she's absolutely right. A real fascist regime wouldn't allow you to speak like this. You wouldn't be able to do it in this nation. You definitely wouldn't be able to do it on the world stage. You definitely wouldn't. These people are sickening.
I think there's a lot of hardship in the world, globally. And there's a lot of heartbreak. There's a lot of violence. It can be tough to reconcile that when you're also competing for medals in an Olympic event. I actually have some thoughts. I can read something that I had written, if you guys don't mind.
Go ahead.
So last night at the opening ceremonies, Charlize Theron, she had quoted Nelson Mandela. And I don't have the quote off the top of my mind because I'm not brilliant. Peace is not just the absence of conflict. Peace is the creation of an environment where we can all flourish, regardless of race, color, creed, religion, gender, class, caste, or any other social markers of difference. And for me, as this relates to the Olympics, I'm really hoping to show up and represent my own values of inclusivity, values of diversity and kindness and sharing, tenacity, work ethic, showing up with my team every single day, like I said before, the values that we bring and put out on the mountain and on the hill every single day. I'm hoping to represent those who have been supporting me this entire time. And I'm really thankful to be here. And my greatest hope for this Olympic Games, from a broader perspective, is that it is a beautiful show of cooperation and of competition.
I wish they would stop. Let me say this. What she said, I don't necessarily have a real big issue with. Let me start there. But the members of the press, the members of mainstream media suck. They are awful. Why are you asking athletes these types of questions? They're not world leaders. They're not political strategists. They're not people who you should be looking for, for advice on what's going on in the world. Seriously, not politically, not spiritually. These aren't the people that are your leaders. They're not. They're just good athletes. Let them go out there and compete. Now, if they want to tell you about, how hard they had to work, how much they've had to sacrifice to get in the position that they're in, that's the type of stuff that I want to hear. I don't want to hear, their feelings about what's going on with the administration and what's going on with ICE. I don't want to hear it. Not from those people. Not at all. And I wish these daggone journalists, quote unquote, that is, would stop asking these young people these questions. Seriously. Stop it. Stop it. Drives me crazy, man.
They really, really hate us, y'all. They really hate us. For the first time ever, America as a country gets booed at the Winter Olympics. Wow. They have no respect for us anymore. We used to be the country that everybody wanted to come to.
We still are.
Home of the what? Home of the land of the free and home of the brave. Yeah, right.
We still are.
Now we're getting booed on a national fucking stage. because we have a grapist, pedophile, bigot, racist in office that a majority of this country maybe put there. So how are we going to turn this around? I cannot wait to see how all of this ends up. I'm just going to sit back and let it all burn because that's what it needs to do. It all needs to burn down and be reborn. But we're going to see.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Seriously. And the thing is that when I see people like this, you know what I'm saying? Because they got to look. You know, when you see people with the pink, blue, red, green hair, you already know what time it is when you see them. You know where they're going. You already know. These are the Marxists. These are the people that want to see the nation. They want to see our nation fall. The sad part about it is there's no other place that gives people the ability and the freedom to speak like this. They're locking people up in Europe for praying. They're locking people up in Europe. This is in Europe now. Multitude of countries. They're locking people up for ex post. But y'all upset and you're in your feelings because you're not getting your way, because you don't like the current administration and you want to destroy it for it to be what? For it to become what? For it to emulate who? These are some disgusting people, man. This right here, it's old, but it is a reminder. You know, it's a reminder, you know, of how true athletes act and how they should portray themselves on the world stage when they're represented. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts on these spoiled, entitled athletes out there that is supposed to be representing the nation, but I guess they have decided that they're going to represent themselves? I want to hear from you guys. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family, or you can buy your brother a coffee. That link's in the description box below. Join us Tuesday and Friday for ARP in the morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come check us out if it's your first time. Let us know so we can properly welcome you to the show. And as always, keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.
It is God who arms me with strength. Yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle. My heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, fear can't live in me. I was down to the dirt, red clay on my shoes, old pain in my shirt, oh so bruised. And the Lord hit my chest, kicked air from my breath, put power in my step.